What's up, though? Y'all know what it is. You're not tuned into another episode of Everybody Has a Voice podcast, brought to you live from Farm Boy Studios, sponsored by Vivian's Barbecue. It's your boy, Worldwide Wall Street.
It's your boy, Q.
It's your boy, E.
And,
Blanco.
And today, I got a special guest. I got none other than Detroit's own director, Mr. Charles McBride, in the building.
What's going on? What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Charles?
What's going on, bro?
Man, slow motion, man.
You got a lot of shit going on, man. Like,
Yeah.
your hand been in a lot of shit, and I don't know if people know that your fingers and your blueprint been on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to get into that, man. But, you know, a lot of people don't even know you're from Detroit
That part.
because you've been in L.A. or wherever you know. So explain your upbringing in Detroit.
East Side, man. Casual and Whittier up until like I was 12. Then to the West Side, 6 Mile and Evergreen. Then my dad, you know, he thought it'd be a good idea to move us out to Rochester Hills, maybe to impress his wife at the time. So I went and did that, and that was like a culture shock, man. Just being around so many white people, man, it was just like, it blows your mind. You know, the things that they perceive of you and the things that you perceive of them. That lasted about 3 years, and he was like, I'm sending your ass to Pontiac. And that's where I finished up high school at Pontiac Central when it was still open. So,
What was the contrast like from growing up Detroit and Rochester Hills and Pontiac?
I guess in my opinion, it was like having to always adapt, but it turned around to be like something that I became good at. So just always changing schools because I was bad as shit. Going out to Rochester Hills where anything you do, you breathe wrong. You know, they look at you like incorrigible, right? And so that was like just being scrutinized in the suburb school district where they kids out there was doing drugs, popping pills and throwing parties, man. I was sitting at home. I was just trying to buy gym shoes, right? So they was a lot worse than I was even could conceive.
Anybody ever told you, man, you look like Spike Lee, man?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. Man.
That is Spike.
All the time, man.
Hey, I was thinking that myself.
All the time.
Mars Black.
All the time, man.
Mookie in his motherfucker.
Man, like
and you doing movies and shit,
and I do
too.
movies. I just
Young-
avoid the Jordan
Young
brand.
Spike.
Just so like motherfuckers be like, man, is it the shoes? Like, nah, it's not the shoes. Dog.
Yeah,
It's the fucking
whole
knowledge.
Thing, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I think that's a
Damn.
great compliment. I hope to.
sure.
be
Yeah,
at this
most
level.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, okay, the Spike Lee comparisons as far as looks. How did you get your Spike Lee like love for film?
Shit, trial and error. I did a whole bunch of shit, didn't like it, and one day I was just like, man, I could write Martin, the show, and you know, so I was like, fuck it, man, let's go to film school. I was like 25 years old. Did that, and man, I loved it. I'm a screenwriter by trade.
I'm about to say, because you was doing something before film, though, right?
Yeah, I was doing a whole bunch of shit, insurance.
No, I'm talking about as far as like the movies and shit with the movies.
Scamming.
You was, what you was writing first, or?
I was writing. I'm a screenwriter by trade. Yeah. So I was writing a whole bunch of stories, and COVID happened, and it gave me an opportunity to sit my ass down and learn some new shit.
Yeah.
So I learned the camera. I learned how to put productions together. And that's kind of what brought me back to Detroit. And that's pretty much what I do here. I put productions together. I take a idea and I take it to the limit, you know.
Yeah, that's what my man, you know, he wrote a movie, so I was actually telling him about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't wait, man, to I don't know, sit down and just look it over and see how we can take it to the next level.
For sure. You use Studio Binder.
Yeah.
So if you use Studio Binder, that's something that somebody had put me up on. So I'm sure I can share with you through Studio Binder. You can see what I got going on, and let's build on that because that's something we serious about. As soon as this podcast take off, we going straight into production of this movie.
Yeah, I run a whole production out of Studio Binder, so that's my preferred.
For sure. So it's it's glad I know a little something. So
Yeah.
man,
You don't know a little something, you know a lot of
You're a
something.
geek, man, for real.
Yeah.
Sound like some life experience.
now, like your upbringing and everything, how do you think that affected you or your view on filmmaking? Does it like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. Being from Detroit, we all got a certain swagger the way we attack certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So how did that resonate with you and your films?
I mean, simple, man. I don't give up. I mean, I just go. Like, that Detroit mentality, like, you can survive here, you survive anywhere.
For sure.
I use that in film, man. Like, if Tarantino can do it, then I can do it. That's just my mentality. You know, I don't care how long it's going to take. I don't care if it's a year. I don't care if it's 10 years. You know, I'm gonna get my crown. You know, I'm gonna get to where I want to be at.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's how I attack it.
What was your first project?
My very first project, you mean here in Detroit or just in general? Period. I wrote a script called The Apartment, and I wind up being able to get Lifetime to look at it. And, you know, they really liked it. They turned it down. So I got just told no 100 times. And that was like the first thing that I ever did. And then somebody turned it into a short. And then from there, I was like, oh, okay, this shit is possible.
You said they really liked it, but turned it down.
Yeah, I mean that's what you're going. You're gonna get 1,000 no's before you get a yes.
They looked at it though.
Yeah, they looked at it, and that was an accomplishment. You know, I'm in LA at the time, so for me that was a win.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of niggas measure success in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, I tend to take it step by step.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
Yep.
With that first project, once you got that off the ground, was it like, not the sky's the limit?
Yeah, it was the sky's the limit, but pussy took over, man. Like, you in LA. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
You know, I felt like you start getting invited to parties.
You definitely rich,
That was a hell
cousin.
of a motherfucking answer right there, yo.
You know what I mean? And so,
He definitely
you know,
rich
pussy
cousin.
was like, you know, that was the goal at that point. I was fucking around with chicks that I ain't never even knew what persuasion they was. And so that kind of like derailed my career. The focus got off. And I had to refocus
You
myself.
back now though.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this though. Now Hollywood pussy different than
Yeah, it's a lot different. Yup. What's a 10 here ain't a 10 in LA. You know, it's like a 7 or maybe a 6, a strong 6.5 or something. A 10 in LA is like, man, yeah, go spend a weekend out there, or, you know, if you can.
So being a filmmaker
Yeah.
in LA, you know, everybody trying to be in film. Every bitch an actress. You saying the 10 in LA is, it ain't comparable. The women from here to
Because
there.
I thought the women here, they said the women here is the coldest.
Yeah,
I mean, probably like mentality wise, I
Y'all
prefer a
think so,
woman
though?
from here. You know, mentality wise, right?
I done
And
seen a lot
looks,
of-
it's some bad
Yeah,
ones here. I'm not even going.
Do we
I
think
don't want to
so?
get in no
Hell
trouble on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But Michigan got some cream of the crop for sure. Definitely.
You took down some famous shit out there in LA?
Nah. I wouldn't even say it. If
We
I
ain't
did.
gonna name drop, but have you took down some famous shit?
Nah.
You ain't come across no famous shit?
Nah.
Yeah, he did. He just ain't gonna say it.
I ain't-
He just won't say it. Yeah, I ain't saying it.
Nah. Maybe some almost famous, but you know that don't count. Almost don't count.
Right.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
I think he lied too, big.
How long you stay out there?
8 years.
Oh, he was out there 8 years.
Yeah, I was out there a minute.
How long you been back?
Shit, really like strong, like a year. You know, I was coming back and forth for like 2 years, like every 60 days on a
You
plane.
was in LA when you and Shan started.
Yeah, and I was coming back. So luckily at the time I had a girl, so like that kind of kept me like,
Man, he kept me on the yard showing me that movie.
yeah, man. Yo,
With
I ain't lying.
technology right now, you know, we had a conversation off camera about AI and all the little technology tools and everything. How do you feel that's affecting filmmaking? Do you think it's helping or hurting filmmaking?
it's hurting those who are like workers, but it ain't hurting the ones that's entrepreneurs, right? Like I make my own projects, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I help people with their own projects. So I tell them, like, if you stay at the head of it, I don't want to say it like this, but the light dude who ain't gonna get paid no more, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I ain't really concerned, because like I'm at the table. You know, I want to stay at the table. I want to stay creating. I don't want to go on set and work for a person the rest of my time on this earth. So if you go with that mentality, you won't be left behind. It's not a knock against somebody who is a gaffer or a grip or a cameraman, any of these things, right? But like you got to constantly evolve. So
Most
I don't
definitely.
really think about it. I don't think about, and again, not in a bad way. I just don't think about them in that way. Is technology gonna take a job? No, to me, it's gonna create a job. It's gonna create revenue. That's how I think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm all for it.
What AI you use the most?
ChatGPT, Gemini, Opus Clip. We was talking about Opus Clip. I'm getting into some shit now where like I could type in a scene and it's gonna do the scene for me.
Get the fuck out of here. Get
I
the
mean,
fuck out
and what I could do with that is I could make my own YouTube channel. I could put that on there, and like I'm a one man show at that point. You know, then all that money go back to me. Now, again, it sucks for the camaraderie of sets, but also I have to look out for myself. I have to build for myself. I have to build for my family and the next generation so they can see that anything is possible. I'm doing that the best way I can.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Hell yeah.
So projects that you got going on now, you got, well, the film that you got on Tubi, The City God Forgot.
The City God Forgot.
Give us a rundown on that.
It's about a dude who pretty much and a lady, a street dude and a police officer who are paying for the sins of their fathers, right? They fathers was gangsters. Their father is a gangster, and they paying for them sins later on down in life, right? So everything that they have to do is because of somebody else, like, and that's life. You know, sometimes if you get caught in a situation where what your parents did or what they not doing, you pay for it as you get older. So, for example, as a parent, if you don't teach your kids certain things when they get older, they not going to be able to teach their kids certain things. So they going to always be lost in the sauce. It's probably important to give as much exposure to your child as possible to things to come, whether they like it or not. And that way they don't get blindsided by life. Yeah. You know, I can't imagine how many 20-year-olds know about tariffs right now or taxes for that. You know, and this is something that we're going through very much right now. Yeah. If you want to own a business, right? So all the young ones, the Gen Zs, they want to own businesses. All right, do you know how to run a business? Has anybody even taught you that? You know what I mean? So in the movie, in relation to the movie, it was a lot of things the character didn't know about his father that would have probably helped him along the lines, and now he paying for it.
And you wrote the movie?
I wrote the movie, yeah.
Directed the movie?
I didn't direct the movie. A guy named Eric, he directed the movie. I was the first AD on the movie, which is right below him. And
Eric P. from here?
No, his name is, he from Texas. He from Texas, and he did a great job. Well, the vision was I wanted to do some shit that y'all didn't see on Tubi a lot. And so we wanted to shoot like very low angles. I got some inspiration from The Crow, the movie The Crow. I wanted to involve like extravagant ass gym shoes. I wanted certain things to stand out when writing the movies. I put all biblical and Greek names in it. I mean, it's some wild shit. You know what I mean? I actually am in it. I'm a Bible salesman.
Yeah, I seen you in
so it's just like, I just wanted to incorporate a lot of different things into it. You know, I wouldn't say it's my best movie to date. You know what I mean? Because I want to keep going.
That movie
I want to keep going.
Bro.
I appreciate that.
I want to stay on the movie.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you another question.
Okay.
In relation to you writing the movie, but not directing it. My project. Of course, it's my first project. I don't know if I want to put it in a director's hand because I don't know if he's going to see my vision the way I want it to be seen. So how you feel about that, putting your project in another director's hand to have the script you wrote come to life?
Oh, shit. Sometimes you ain't got no choice, right? I'm for hire, right? So if somebody hired me to write a movie, I'm already in the mentality of that, you know, somebody else going to direct it, right? So you, it's three things. It's the movie you write, the movie you make, and the movie you edit, right? They ain't going to never be the same. They ain't never be the same. So however much you feel that it's going to be the movie that you thought of in your head,
that ain't what it's going to be.
It ain't.
And I know that from putting out a book.
Yep. That part.
My book right there.
Right.
It ain't the first copy. I mean, it ain't the first version of it.
Right.
It ain't even the second version of it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I can imagine a movie going to go through so many edits and so many changes. You know what I'm saying?
And man, honestly, like, I don't get married to the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just, in my mind, I'm just like, man, let's do your best. Try and make a classic. This is how I'm thinking. And however it come out, be okay with that. Find some measure of success with that.
Cheesy though. That movie looked nice.
No, I can tell you the look of it and the sound, like we nailed.
I watched it 4 times.
Yeah, no, man, it's a good looking movie for sure.
Question,
yeah,
The TV series.
Yep.
Shots.
Yeah.
You wrote that too?
I wrote on it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Herbert Bellamy. He actually laid it down. And man, the crazy thing of how I came upon that project is my man called me like 2 weeks before they was set to film. And he was like, man, I need somebody out here. And shit, I bought a plane ticket and I was out here. And I have just met Herb for the first time.
And that's you and Shannon.
Yep. And man, we made magic.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, well, he in it. It wasn't necessarily his project, but he in it. Oh, and okay. So we had a lot of ups and downs, which caused me to have to write on it.
I know. I know.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was able to bring some type of expertise to it.
Yeah, that's a good.
The hardest shit, probably the hardest thing I ever did,
But-
was the series.
Back to the City God forgot.
Yep.
It's starring Jamal Willard,
Yep. Trey Chaney.
Trey Chaney from The Wire.
JD from The Wire.
Yeah.
Who else?
Marquise Moore. We got Freeway Rick Ross from out in
Oh
California.
yeah, he is in that. The real Rick. Ross.
Rick
He is in it.
Mr. B&B, he out in that. Young Raw, he starring it. His wife as well. We had a cast. We had a cast.
Mm-hmm.
You had a big budget on that?
Hell yeah.
Of course, this might sound like a stupid ass question. Would you prefer a big budget or a small budget? And I'm gonna put that into context so it won't sound like a stupid question. Of course, with a big budget, I know I can take this money and do what I need to do. But with a small budget, I might can make it work and be the same, get the same result. So how you feel about that?
So I'll give you like the politician answer is that like I just want to do a good job, right? Now the real answer is I want the money because you got fast, cheap, and good, right? You can only pick two. The other gonna suffer. So if it's fast and good, it ain't gonna be cheap. If it's cheap and fast, it ain't gonna be good. Like you gotta pick what poison you want. Right. So if somebody come to me, you say, I got $20,000 to film a movie. All right, we gonna look at this script and make sure you ain't got no shit blowing up. Like I can't budget something that is gonna cost more money, you know, or a scene with 20 extras in it. It ain't in the budget for that.
For sure.
So let's rewrite this scene. Maybe it didn't take place in a prison cafeteria, or I obviously I ain't been, so I don't know what it's called, but child, right? So maybe it ain't take place in there.
Mess hall.
The many names, right?
Yeah,
So maybe we take that scene and we do a visitation booth. Let me dumb it down for you to get that. And not even dumb it down, but let me simplify
Same effect, but with less.
Yeah, man. Let's be smart about it. So that's a lot of times people don't want to do that because they got made up in their mind. It gotta look like this. No, man, it's a story. The story just got to be told.
Right. And people,
it got to be told.
They gonna feel it.
They gonna feel it. Trust me.
They gonna feel it.
Yup.
So as far as with actors, it's a stigma to be actors. Jamal Willard. Perfect example. When you see him, even though he played in Notorious,
that's what you.
A big budget Hollywood film, but everybody forgets that nowadays. They don't call him Biggie no more. That's the dude that playing all the Tubi movies.
And he played on Barbershop.
He probably make a lot of. He independent though.
They was calling him.
He making independent money. He can't
At
be
first?
controlled. He
Yeah.
independent. That's why he doing that. He making a lot of money.
I
from
mean,
that shit.
I'm pretty sure it's working for him.
Yeah.
But that is a stigma that a lot of those actors from Tubi are dealing with. How do you feel about that? Because, like, okay, he's a great actor to me.
Yeah, he good.
My man King West, a great actor. Sino, great actor. Murder, great actor. I don't consider them Tubi actors. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes are just waiting on their break to be in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? But that's a stigma they go through. You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that? Do you get that same stigma as a director?
No. Because we behind the scenes, like I personally don't. But now, and I don't really believe in like Tubi actors or YouTube actors or Hollywood actors, right? Like if you an actor or actress, like that's what you do. Hone your craft. Because the people doing Tubi movies is gonna before long, like we started off with like $25,000 budgets. Maybe we worked up to $50,000, but it's gonna come a time where they're $500,000 budgets, right? So they're gonna be getting paid equivalent, maybe to
The
what
budget of the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, I just read a story which was kind of bullshit, but Hollywood is turning into Detroit. Like I was like, man, what the fuck is this, right? And they was talking about like being like abandoned almost in a sense, right? It was like a negative connotation to the shit. But if that's where people filming at, that's where people filming at. We could do the same thing with Atlanta, right? It ain't even Hollywood no more. Atlanta. Everybody filming Atlanta. Yeah. So, and now 50 got the thing in Louisiana, right? Yeah. Cat Williams said he gonna buy a base in Alabama.
He just get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like what's a Tubi movie these days? I mean, make good shit.
For sure.
Make good shit.
Because nobody don't say the same shit when motherfuckers is making great music in their basement, in their living room.
No, they don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's
they
the
don't
same
do
shit.
that at all.
But you can You can also put your shit on Amazon too, though, right?
Man, honestly, at this point in time, you can put your shit damn near on anything that you want to.
Yeah.
Man, all you got to do is have the right connection. It's called a sales agent, man. You find a sales agent who has connections with the BETs, the HBOs, the whoever, Apple fucking TV, for all I care, right? Your project can get on there if they like it, if it look good, if it meet the standard that they have. So that's the goal that you're trying to get to.
And that's a question I was asking you because, of course, we talked about quality that I want from my project. Of course, it has to look a certain standard. Now, I know Netflix, they got a certain standard, certain camera you have to use and all that.
Yep.
What, if we got the right quality, we spoke on quality. So the quality is there. What would be the first platform you think we should attack for an independent filmmaker? Because everybody got Tubi, but it's other platforms besides Tubi.
I'm probably a little bit different. I believe in YouTube. Like, all right, so Tubi got like 1% of the market, right? And like YouTube got like 9% of the market with 1 billion subscribers. So in my mind, why would I go to Tubi and I can market to 1 billion people?
Why you can't go to both? Not to cut you off.
Well, because you got exclusive deals, no different in the record industry, right? So it's only certain places that you will be able to distribute your shit through. It's the same thing with film. So you get with a distribution that says, I'm gonna hold on to your project for 3 years, but you can't put it out nowhere else, then that's where you stuck at, right?
For sure.
I'm in a distribution deal where we non-exclusive. So I can put
Anywhere.
You start a platform, I'm gonna come holler at you and be like, hey man, can I put my shit on yours? Because we wanted that freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I believe in YouTube. Like, YouTube to me is the future because you can reach the most people. If you can reach the most people, you can make the most dollars.
Man.
Insider tip, though.
But do YouTube pay more than Tubi, though? Because they say YouTube don't give you shit.
Well, Tubi don't give you shit either. And especially now because they got a vault that just landed on Tubi of movies that everybody has already seen before. So all the independent films,
Yeah, I heard
they kind of
that.
getting
Now,
pushed.
All
right?
all the major movies want to
Right.
run to Tubi now because of the
The hype that the independents done
independent-
created.
yeah, because of what the independent created. Now basically Hollywood want to take fucking Tubi over now.
Well, I mean, that's what the wealthy do, right?
Yeah, the same shit.
Don't invent,
Yeah,
steal.
It'll be hard to get
You know?
independent
Billion,
films on
nigga.
there.
Yeah, so I mean, Tubi is on they just crossed 100 million follow subscribers at this point in time. So why not? It's a great idea for Fox to leverage that and say, hey, all right, what y'all got in the vault? All them old movies, y'all want to put it on Tubi? We got 100 million subscribers.
So
I mean,
for
that's
them to
smart
make some more
business.
money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean-
that's what. Not to cut you off, but essentially that's what I'll be telling y'all. That's what it was about. That shit is an advertisement company. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's an advertisement company.
But with the advertising, now this is the thing that how the shit has swung, right? Instead of Pepsi going straight to Tubi and spending, $16 million budget on there because there's other platforms, they're gonna spread it out. That's why the dollars is down now. So people not making as much money. At least this is my theory. They're not making as much money on Tubi as they used to be because the advertising dollars is getting spread. More people are having platforms, right? The more the people, actors and actresses from Hollywood develop their own platforms and their own stations and networks and shit like that, them advertising dollars got to be spread apart. So honestly, man, like, clear way to do it. That's why I bring up YouTube. The next way will be to have your own email list, right? So you got 100,000 people that fuck with you, that solely fuck with you, and you put out a movie every 6 months, then you know for a fact that them 100,000 people gonna come see your movie. So create a website. Put that money into a website and have them. That's what Zeus did, and now they I guess supposedly allegedly worth $1 billion, valued
Zeus
at $1 billion.
took over. Shit.
They done kind of took over.
They
Now
took
I ain't
over.
kind of with how they do shit. They
Yeah.
got a lot of smoke behind them, so it got to
I
be
mean,
a
as
fight.
far as the ratchet shit,
Not the ratchet shit, the lawsuit.
Business.
Yeah, the business practices, right? They he did probably what he was supposed to do, and I don't know this for sure, but he laid a
Suge
foundation, and he
Suge Knight.
he took it to a whole nother level, and he probably fucked some people over in the meantime.
I ain't even up on who he is.
It's quite it's quite impressive actually.
Where you from?
He from Detroit.
From here.
The dude who owns Zeus Network from Detroit?
Yeah, let me
Get the fuck
Palmer.
outta here.
Yeah, let me Palmer Plumber.
Young,
A
too.
black dude.
Young, yeah.
His
black dude.
dad was Glenn Plummer. He owned a gospel network called the Word Network or something of that Impact Network. He sold that to somebody
Just
else.
about Glenn Plummer, the actor.
No,
That's
not
what I was
that
about
one.
to say. That's
Not
what I
that
thought.
one.
OG Bobby Johnson.
OG Bobby Johnson. So
High top.
the word is, I think he sold it and gave his son some money. This is just a word. I don't know for sure. The internet fact check. Allegedly, and that's how he started Zeus Network. He got in the right rooms. He touched the right hands. He got with some influencers. They came up with Zeus somehow, some way, and the rest is history.
Zeus killing them.
They are.
Reality TV.
Yeah.
What you feel about that?
Shit. I don't know, man.
And I'm asking from a director's point of view. That's something
I'd rather not watch the shit because if I want to watch reality TV, I can go on TikTok and Instagram. I can watch people's lives all day on there.
But I'm saying,
That's really the reality.
That's the reality.
But is
of
this
it.
something you think we can do as a cash grab?
As a cash grab? No, just as I think it's something as promotion, right? I think it's fun. If you happen to make money out of it like the Kardashians did, then you won, right? You won that baddie shit. And
Okay, so
shit.
let me give you what I got going on as much as I can without being on this.
Yeah, because somebody steal your shit.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you off camera. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you off camera.
Yeah.
It's possible. But the thing with the reason why they do reality TV, the method to the madness behind it is you don't have to pay motherfuckers. See, that's why, like, when you do a movie set, you got SAG, that's the union. So if you do a union project, you got to pay them a certain amount. With reality TV, you don't have to pay a person a certain amount. You can kind of like pay them as you see fit. So it's cheaper to shoot a reality TV show than a movie. That's where reality TV came from. It's just cheaper. And then you can make, if a show can make this amount with this amount of viewers, then so can a reality TV.
Like Jersey Shores, they spent the minimum amount of
Jersey
money. Jersey
Shore,
Shore,
Real World. I mean, you go down
Love
the
and
fucking
hip-hop.
list, man. Like, and so that was the hustle. I mean, and I don't knock them. I love.
They ain't
hustle.
make no money on Love and Hip Hop.
They made some money. They get like 4 million views.
Well, the creator made the money.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about.
On the Scott is the white guy.
Yeah. They made money, and in return, if you want to keep such person, then you have to kind of compensate for them, and then they price go up, right?
gonna depend.
Because that's why somebody is coming to watch them.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's why I
it
brought up
make
Jersey
sense.
Shore, because as much money they made, they was only getting $5,000 per episode.
Yeah. And when you
and that shit made
Hundreds of
that shit made so much money.
everybody was tuning in.
They was getting 5,000 an episode. You know what I mean?
They made more money on the side doing other shit that they made off the
Well, ain't
For
that
sure.
again? That's how the music industry is, right? You don't get paid for the album; you get paid for the tour.
But that's what you
Yeah.
build yourself up to for
That's
a
what you
brand
build-
for that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's what we building up this Everybody Got a Voice podcast. We putting a message out there, but now we got 100 million viewers or however many viewers. Now we
It's a
set it out.
brand.
Yeah, it's a brand. That's where the money gonna come from. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me switch this to this because y'all also got the TV series Shots that we spoke about a little earlier. Before I get into a little bit about Shots, what do you prefer doing, movies or TV series? Or give me the pros and cons of both.
I'd probably rather do a movie. But when you finish the movie, it's like a high, and you want to be on the next high. So TV series last longer.
Because you keep it going.
You keep going, right? TV series are stressful as fuck. Continuity issues, right? I can't. The longer it take to film, shit change, right? You might wake up and you want to cut your hair or something, and so now you done some fuck the whole series. Now I gotta rearrange for that, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's so stressful. But the money, that's probably the best part about it, because if I do a 45-minute show and you got a 60-minute movie, well, I got 8 episodes. You got 1. I get paid off of 8 episodes. You get paid off of 1. So it's like, what do you have the strength for, right? So TV series is just a lot of work. It's a lot of planning. It's the long game, right? That's pretty much what it is. So which one do I prefer? Movies for sure. Pros and cons and all of them. And how much money you willing to throw into a budget is going to depend on what you really want to do. Like, to me, y'all kind of got something going with this, man. How many people got podcasts on TV, right? So, like, in my mind, I'm like, man, y'all should have this shit constantly recording, and y'all got 20 episodes. All right, sell that shit to Tubi, and for 20 episodes, you can get paid. And you didn't spend 10 grand to do it. right? Well, I'm just assuming. I ain't in y'all pockets or nothing like that, so I don't know.
No, I know what
But
you're
I'm just saying that's how my mind is, and so that's what I'm thinking. Like, man, that's a good series. Put a podcast on a series and see if you can make some money off of it.
For sure, and that's the goal. I mean, the goal is,
Chick
you know what I
told
mean,
me
to make money.
that Tubi was trying to buy podcasts and shit now.
Well, they really can't. I mean, they can dictate, but as long as something is 20 minutes, they consider it a show. So you can put it on, you can get it distributed, right? Now things change, like, you know, underwear every day, right? But
that's something we'd have probably had to attack with. You know, we started this shit with just an ideal and a dream. You know what I mean? So as far as quality, we might not be able to go with Tubi with the quality of the cameras and everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? But knowing this now, moving forward, that's where we need to be going towards. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think the quality? I seen some bull quality on Tubi, boy.
and it'll start to change though, and I think that's the thing. Like, and I watched a couple episodes of y'all podcast, and to me the quality there, like, you just got to do some go and throw it into the editing booth. You know what I mean? And change and get your coloring down. Y'all already filming with microphones, so the sound is already there. EQ that bitch out. Boom, you can throw it on the platform.
For sure. So
at the very least, Amazon. Right?
so what? So that 16 Pro Max that we filming on.
It's a bad motherfucker.
Say no more.
Yep.
Say no
It's a
more.
bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You film a whole movie with
I felt that was my best investment towards this podcast because our whole look changed when we started filming with the 16 Pro Max.
Yeah, or you go and buy $1,600 cameras, you get a 3-camera setup, and now you down $4,000.
I got a Canon R6.
That's what we
I
filmed the
got it.
first episode
I
with.
spent $3,500 on the camera, plus another $2,500 on the lens.
And the episodes
that
we
part.
filmed on the phone with look better to me.
I mean, it's simplified. You know what I mean? Like, as you get to a certain, man, I did a podcast. I didn't do the podcast, but I went with Young Ra, and we went to what's the white boy who be in it with Whack 100?
Adam 22.
Adam 22. And we went in, we saw his whole setup, warehouse, the whole 9 yards, dope as fuck, mini podcast room, 3 cameras set up, the whole 9 yards. And I was thinking like, damn, man, he got a lot of overhead because somebody got to run that shit. And so what y'all got, you know, you able to set a camera there and just film, and I see it follow. And I'm like, man, you just took down 3/4 of your workforce. You know, that's more efficient.
Yeah.
So if you can tweak it, the settings on that camera to, which I probably want to do is shooting raw footage, right? Raw footage. You
The
can
Deucifer.
edit. You can edit. You know,
What's up, Dewey?
y'all can edit that shit. You can make it look like whatever. Make it look like a movie.
We got a cousin.
My brother
been preaching that to us from the beginning.
Yeah, my brother fuck with films, and he really shoot pictures, but he
won't cross over.
he a
into, you know,
motherfucker. I'm gonna just put it like
Okay.
that. I don't want to.
But he been preaching shooting in raw.
He a motherfucker.
You gotta shoot in raw. You gotta
Yeah.
give the artist a blank canvas. Like the thing I hate with sometimes with screenwriting.
He don't want to
is-
do it unless it's in raw.
Well, you give me it got all the shit on it, then how I'm gonna be creative, right? Like, man, give me as least as possible so I can get in there and do my shit. I can get in my bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't get in my bag.
And that's him. He
if
want to
it-
go in there
if-
and color this shit.
Yeah,
But
man.
see, this
I
the
mean-
thing. Realistically, we don't get time for him to not move when we need him to move. So we can't. Okay, if you're gonna shoot in raw, then shoot in raw. But if it take you all night to get this shit done, so we can get it out, then sit there all night, even if you don't want to. But if you ain't gonna put in 100%, then shoot this motherfucker cooked. You understand? Fuck raw. Shoot this motherfucker ass here. So long as it ain't a 10, but it's an 8. Let's just get it. Let's get it out there so we can get what we trying. You know what I'm saying? So
Our
trying
turnaround
to
window.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but that's like cooking frozen pizza. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
If your lunch-
you might be able to find a good frozen pizza and it might taste good, and you cook it for 15 minutes, right? And you satisfied. But when you make that motherfucker from scratch, the dough, you make the sauce, you go get the fresh fucking pepperoni and you cook it yourself. It took an hour. It's a different type of appreciation for it.
Yeah, but this the thing again. You're gonna put your 100 into cooking that pizza. You're not gonna put 70 into it because you might as well do the fucking Frozen one.
You might as well.
So if you ain't gonna put your 100 into it, then go and get the Frozen one because we ain't got time to sit here for an hour and a half. We gotta go this hour. We're gonna do this shit this hour. And we gotta go. We got shit to do.
Well, in that retrospect, or in terms of that, then I'm gonna find somebody who can do it for me.
For sure.
Yeah,
You know what I
sure,
mean? Like,
for
sure.
I get it.
Yeah.
But up
I
until
totally get
then,
it.
we gonna do this.
And for what we got
Y'all
going
can
on
do
now,
this.
I think this is perfect. But
Oh, yeah.
to be looking to attack a network like that, we gonna need a Adam 22 type.
I
setup.
think that's
You know
the
what I'm
goal.
saying?
But also, man, we talked about AI, and again, I'm pushing motherfuckers out of their job, and I love people. I don't like them all the time, but I love them. But it's software out there that can accomplish exactly what you want accomplished. They will take that raw footage in an hour. They will give you exactly what you want. So where there's a will, there's a way. That's all reason we from Detroit. That's why we doing this shit right now. Like, we find a way to do what the fuck we want to do when we want to do it.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, if it ain't out yet, now I just haven't done the research. But if it ain't out yet, it's coming.
Yeah.
That will be able to do the task that you ask. I promise you.
Yeah. If it ain't already out.
If it ain't already out, and it's a lot of shit out.
for sure.
Yeah.
I can't even
Definitely.
keep up these days. Like I told you, I can write a scene and throw it in an AI software. And it do the movie for myself.
Yeah, he showed us.
It's some crazy shit.
AI. That's my best friend.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. Kevin Hart just did a grant, and if you win the grant, he's forcing you to take AI classes, so you don't get left behind. You know, 3 years ago, me and Shannon, I was talking to him about VR. I was like, man, this movie shit cool and all, but the future is virtual reality. I saw a movie, Ready Player One. I think it was Steven Spielberg, and that chick who did The Shy, she was in it. And I saw how, like, in the future, people gonna be living on top of each other, and they all gonna be in this virtual world. That's the world y'all live in. You go to work in that motherfucker, you fucking that thing, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, man, they telling us something. They telling us something. So whether it's 10 years or 20 years, man, I look forward to being in that mindset to be like, okay, this is how I have to produce content. This is how I need to be thinking. I can't think to hire somebody for $500 a day. I need to get a program that I pay $1,000 a year, and it's gonna do exactly what I want. No talk back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So, man, before we go, man, we got to go back into the serious shots, man.
Yeah.
Give us a rundown on shots, man.
So Shots is about two individuals. You know, you got the protagonist and the antagonist, the good guy and the bad guy, and they after the same shit, territory. We shot all that on the east side of Detroit, off of Warren, and it's an interesting series. To sum it up, it also has to do with a juvenile being sentenced to a life, right? It's the juvenile life law that just got recently reversed. Right. Where, you know, y'all familiar with it. You get life as a juvenile, you stuck there. So this was the pros and cons of that decision. A dude made a decision to kill a young kid, and he doing life, and we gonna try and take what's happening now and feed that through the story. So it's just really about territory and power, man. We all want it.
Who's starring in the series?
Nick Hunter, my guy Marco, shit, I can't even think. I know T-Barb is in there right now. I mean, we got so many people. I can't even think.
Yeah, I went to the premiere.
We used a lot of local people, so it wasn't nobody at the time. We did it 3 years ago. It wasn't nobody who had really just reached that plateau. It's about giving chances. You know, my proudest thing about that project and City God Forgot, motherfuckers always talk about, like, man, the man do this, the man do that. It ain't no opportunity. Man, I help create opportunities. On Shots, we had over 100 people involved in that project. On City God Forgot About, over 100 people involved on that project. This new project, over 80. That's how I get back. You know, I don't sit here and complain about shit and don't do nothing, right? So I like hiring motherfuckers. You know, and that's how I change the world. That's a measure of success for me. So Shots is like the baby, right? And it's that firstborn that you trial and error on it. You know what I mean? Whatever work, whatever don't, you get better with the second child.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So that it's a great series. I want people to check it out, and then y'all can go to our next projects and see the growth that we did just from doing something that a lot of people. Moolah Films was probably the only other people in Detroit that did a series. You know, we followed similar in that footsteps and did a series. We did the impossible.
I seen 50 say, doing a series was better than doing a movie, because with a series you just got to put out great work, but with a movie you need a star.
Yeah, cause in a series, you find a character and you like them, right? So it make you want to watch.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Wasn't no motherfucking body.
Or even Lil Ghost, Tyreek, you know, like he became his own person. Like, you know,
Yeah.
a motherfucker be mad when you see him and he don't answer to Tyreek, right? That ain't even his fucking name. But we fell in love with the character. So, yeah, 50 is definitely right. It's easier to fall in a character because there's so many characters on there than it is a movie, because you know it's about to end. You ain't never got to see these motherfuckers again.
Yeah.
In closing, this is Everybody Got a Voice podcast. So we always try to push a positive message out here to our viewers, to the youth. What would Mr. Charles McBride use his voice for?
What would I say? Man, just be seekers of information, man. That's my thing. I'm a seeker of information. I don't let nobody tell me I can't learn some shit. Right. And that's what I tell the younger generation. Seek out information, especially them, because they have access to it. I'm 40, so I didn't have the access to information that a 20-year-old right now got access to the information. If I did, I'd be a bad motherfucker. Like, and I'd probably be, it probably was for a reason. You know what I mean? It's probably for a reason that I didn't, because, you know, sometimes you're too smart for your own good. I kind of, and not to get long-winded about the shit, but I kind of got, I'll tell you, I ain't never been to prison before. I kind of got saved from that, right? Because my personality is almost addicted. I'm a Virgo, so I do everything to the fullest. I would have tried to be too good. Like, I can't stop. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I ain't never really got
what
caught.
You feel about Virgos, huh?
Man, that's what we are, man.
I was about to say, what you think about a Capricorn?
We striving. I don't know nobody. I don't know about anybody else's. I don't know about nobody else's signs. But I'm just telling you from my experience, man. We don't go soft. We go. You know, we going full fledged on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that, like, I kind of stayed out of that life, because I wouldn't know limitations.
Rich got an iPhone.
No, Rich ain't got no iPhone.
Nah, we Android up around here, man.
Still.
He got about 5 phones.
I'm team iPhone to this.
Nah, man, I can't do it, man. They know too much shit. They limit you.
Yeah, I mean, it is technology, but you said you were tech. You know what I mean?
I'm a tech head, but I got an Apple laptop, so.
Yeah, so man, it was definitely a good interview, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all letting me come.
I look forward, man, to doing business with you, man. As far as, you know,
It's gonna happen.
this movie industry, man. So let's get it, man. You know
Let's
what I'm saying?
get it, man. Hey,
My God.
y'all got my number now, so.
Yeah, for sure.
There you have it. Everybody got
I'm anyway.
Charles McBride.
Charles McBride.